Hey folks, Tariq Azmi here. And before you say anything, yes, I know I'm on the wrong side of the car, but that's because I'm driving a left-hand drive car in the middle of the United Arab Emirates, UAE. What am I driving? As you can see, there's a silver trident behind me. It's a Maserati, but not just any Maserati. This is the new and updated 2018 Maserati Levante SUV. So, what's new in 2018 with Maserati's first SUV? Plenty. For starters, this is the first time we're going to see this SUV with an electric power steering system, and to be honest, it actually feels pretty good. The lengthy presentation that the technical team gave during our welcome dinner was pretty in-depth, and amongst the things they like to highlight with this particular variant I'm driving, the Levante S Grand Sport, is that they've tweaked the SQ4 all-wheel drive system, or Q4 all-wheel drive system, to make it a lot better for off-road in multiple terrains. And then they've also tweaked the suspension, and it features skyhook dampers as well as air suspension for adjustments. So this car actually has adjustable ride heights. So given the fact that this can go off-road, it needs to. Now I'm going to quickly show you what we did in our off-road course earlier. And as you can see, both the Grand Sport and Grand Lusso are capable off-roaders themselves, given the fact that the Maserati technical team has deflated the tires a little bit just to make sure that we could conquer the desert sand better. In other words, we don't doubt that this car can go off-road. How does it feel on-road? Well, I am driving the car now in normal mode, and suffice to say, it can act civilized like any other car within this price range as well. Mind you, this car fights things like the Porsche Cayenne and the Range Rover Sport, so it needs to drive as good as it looks. And the good news is it does. What I can tell you about the electric power steering, yes, at times it does feel a tad bit artificial. But I'm not complaining, because once you put this thing into sport, it feels like a hydraulic unit, and the feedback is so rich. It really is somewhat a driver's car sort of SUV, or sports SUV if you will. Now, power, a lot. This S Grand Sport version packs the 3-litre V6 twin turbo as found in the Ghibli. It makes 430 horsepower, 580 Newton meters of torque, and that comes from as low as 4,500 RPM. 0 to 100 in 5.2 seconds with a claimed top speed of 264 kilometers an hour. For those of you who are fuel conscious, yes, Maserati says if you drive this car frugally, meaning you don't turn off the idling stop start and whatnot, you could reach its claimed 10.9 liters per 100 km claimed NEDC rating. Not bad for a car that could go that fast, right? More importantly though, this is a Maserati. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to find you a nice piece of straight road right now and show you why people buy Maseratis. Okay, first up, I'm going to put the car into sport mode. And I don't know if you can hear it, but the exhaust note has changed. I'm going to put this into manual override and enjoy. This car has a lot of go. It has a lot of go, trust me. This ain't your mom's Civic, to say the least lah. The brakes, surprisingly good too, and they need to be for a car of this size and performance. And given the fact that these are not carbon ceramics, that's really not bad. Really, really not bad. Now, I'm going to show you a bit of our off-roading and how challenging it was. So as you can see, the Maserati Levante can conquer the terrains easily. What helps here is that retweaked SQ4 all-wheel drive system. I could go all day about how it works, but let's not. Let's just say that it works, and if you deflate the tires a little bit, set it in the right modes, put the suspension in the right height setting, and yeah, there's really nothing it can do. Ice, snow, sand, mud. In other words, this is a Maserati that that is ready to get down and dirty, which is amazing, considering that, Maserati is a brand known for making stylish, sexy, grand Tourers with luxurious interiors and a raspy V8 up front. Mind you, I don't mind if this car had a V8, but it doesn't. But that's not to say that this V6 isn't any good. It is. So, when can you get your hands on this car? Well, according to the folks at Nazar Italia, very soon. How soon? I'm not sure, but I'll try and get an estimated arrival date as soon as we get word from Nazar Italia. Back to the Levante S, and as you can see, in Grand Sport Guys as featured, it makes for one very sporty and racy SUV. Certainly, this guys that features supportive sport seats, snazzy 20-inch alloy wheels, plus a subtle rear spoiler grants the Grand Sport the racy looks to match its sporty performance and capabilities. You could also say that the Levante S is unmistakably Italian in this sense too, and we're certain there are plenty of admirers for this already. Want something a little more refined? Then you ought to give the Levante S in Gran Lusso guys a look instead. This is a more luxurious and comfort-focused approach to things, featuring a slightly smaller set of 19-inch alloys and a plush cabin that's tastefully styled by design house Xenia. This is undoubtedly the classiest guys between the two. Oh, by the way, style, power and luxury aren't the only party tricks with this Maserati SUV. It's also laden with a bevy of advanced driver aids, making it one of the safest in its class too. You can find out more about this in our feature review online and in our magazine very soon. So, has Maserati done well at refining its first ever SUV for 2018? We'd like to think so. Surely, this distinctive Italian approach to the luxury performance SUV genre has a very strong appeal indeed.